showing me what she looked like when she was kind of healthier. So like short, dark hair, pretty thin. But now I feel like she's showing me a little bit closer to when she wasn't feeling well. I'm seeing a cannula in her nose. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And she does seem not ill, but like she's showing me what she looked like when she was. Very like weak looking, but she's not weak anymore. She's very vibrant now. So she's doing that so she can be like, this is what I had to come from, but look at me now. I'm here now. Like I'm better, I'm stronger. So I don't remember if I explained this to you last time or not, but they don't have physical bodies. So anything she shows me is just images of what she would have looked like so you could resonate with it. Does that make sense? Okay. Are you stubborn?
I would say so.
Okay. I don't know why she just told me that you're stubborn, but she just came out and said it. So there's that. I might actually have to slow her down. She's giving me a lot. She's ready.
Okay.
Let me slow her down a little bit. I mean, I'm getting like house shoes. I'm getting like, or they're, I don't know if I would say they're house shoes really. I don't know. I guess they kind of are. They're flats for sure. And I can't tell if they are house shoes or like, yeah, no, they're probably house shoes. Are they house shoes? That makes sense to you?
What are we talking about? Yes.
Shoes.
I've been looking for house shoes.
Oh, okay. You have been?
I mean, there's just now, but when she was here, she was just she walks with her house shoes.
Okay, yeah. I gotcha.
In my house.
Okay. Is there a soup that she would make that was like...
She make a lot of soups.
Okay, so soups make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting like a big pot. And she's giving me it's soups.
Well, my husband has been on his carnivore diet, so he's been making a lot of soups with like tons of meat lately, but okay. I don't know what it could be.
It almost seems like a creamy soup. It also seems like it doesn't seem like just like a chicken noodle soup. It seems very flavorful.
Okay.
Lots of seasonings. Is there any soup that she was like, this is my type of soup that I make, and is there a recipe? Anything you could think of with the soups?
Honestly, she makes a lot of things, and she hasn't been able to the last like 2 years.
Okay.
Year and a half.
Okay. Teapot? Tea? Do you know what she would be mentioning, like a pot of water and tea? Does she drink a lot of tea?
Not really.
It's not for tea. It's like it looks like a teapot with water in it that you would like pour hot water over something. Does she do that with coffee? Anything? Not that you can think of?
Mm-mm.
Sometimes I misinterpret what they're showing me. Did she have a garden? Maybe?
She has a green thumb. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's what it is. Not necessarily a teapot, but just one of those watering pails. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you have stairs in your place?
Her house, yes.
Did have
My
stairs.
house, no.
Okay. So did she move in with you and live with you for a bit?
The last 6 months.
Okay. Is that why? Because she had stairs and she couldn't climb them? Just because she was sick?
Mm-hmm.
Because she's mentioning not being strong enough to walk up and down stairs. So, mentioning stairs, I guess, would be her place.
Her room is upstairs in the other house.
Oh, okay. Did she live by herself?
No, she lived with like two other sisters.
Okay. She is very strong, but I think I remember telling you there's not a language barrier because she's not speaking a different language to me. Because they don't speak a language really. It's their own type of language. So she'll be giving me images, impressions, that kind of thing. So when she's giving me these things, I have to interpret what she's giving me that maybe not something is in my culture. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So something that would have been in her culture that I don't know or understand, but she's trying to get me to understand it. So sometimes I need an extra second or two. Do you have a question for her?
When's the last time she actually, like wanted, not wanted to, tried to reach out by like either just like an abrupt thing, or who has she tried to reach to? Because I noticed a few incidences where I'm like, is that
Mm-hmm.
her?
Do you have any siblings?
No.
Okay. I'm getting that she primarily stays with you.
Oh, really?
And I was going to say, do you have siblings? Because if so, don't tell them, but she doesn't go to them very much. But it makes sense if you're an only child, that's why she stays with you. Um, but yes, she primarily is with you. And
She tried to reach the attention of anybody in the
yes,
house? Who?
yeah. Do you have a little boy?
Who?
You have what?
Which one?
Oh, you have more than one boy?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like middle child is one of your. How many children do you have?
I have three.
Is the middle child a boy?
She's a girl.
She's just mentioning a boy and a middle child that she's
Mm-hmm.
been trying to communicate with. So she could just be trying to tell me kids that she's been trying to talk to or see, like, show she's around. Um, I think she tried to get. She showed me like your something about your husband.
Mm-hmm.
Was he like in the bathroom shaving or doing something and the light turned on or off or something weird like that?
I don't know. I'll ask him.
And then of course you for sure. She's like not even.
But I haven't even like.
No, she's been trying. She's been
Oh,
trying.
really?
Yeah. She's mentioning kitchen. So I don't know if you've noticed or if anybody's mentioned anything weird happening in the kitchen.
I try to be cognizant, but I can't find anything.
Well, okay, so here's a tip for that is try not to be too cognizant, okay?
Yeah.
That can suppress it, believe it or not.
Okay.
So like if
I mean, no. I mean, when I say I try to, it's like,
mhm.
oh, is there anything? But it's not like a constant thing. Maybe like once a week or something.
Sure.
Anything
Okay.
fall. But
Good.
ask her about something with the baby. Like,
Let's see.
while the baby was sleeping and she tried to do something.
She's giving me quite a bit about that. Does
Oh.
your baby have a pacifier?
Mm.
Okay. A stuffed animal, anything that would have she would have been trying to give back to the baby. It was like a comforting thing. She's trying to recomfort the baby.
I mean, there's like different toys.
Mhm. And then
There's one time where like there's a piece of something that like just fell,
mhm.
whoops, right by him.
Yeah. I don't feel that she was trying to get the attention of the baby that way. The thing falling by the baby. It's almost like she's like, I wouldn't do that because it would hurt him.
Hmm.
And she doesn't want to hurt him.
We were at the temple and we were like doing our prayers for her, and as soon as we were done, the baby was sleeping in this little carrier thing, and it's like the flower pot, what, like whoosh, right there, right by his head.
Mm.
It was as soon as we were done, so I was just wondering what's.
I don't feel that she was trying to get the attention of the baby that way. The thing falling by the baby. It's almost like she's like, I wouldn't do that because it would hurt him.
Hmm.
And she doesn't want to hurt him.
We were at the temple and we were like doing our prayers for her, and as soon as we were done, the baby was sleeping in this little carrier thing, and it's like the flower pot, what, like whoosh, right there, right by his head.
Mm.
It was as soon as we were done, so I was just wondering what's.
Did somebody move his? Was he in a stroller?
He was in like a little carrier.
Carrier?
Portable.
Did that move? Did he move that?
I don't know
Or
because my back was against him, like he was like over there and I
Mhm.
was over here. So as soon as we were done praying for her, because they have this thing where it's 100-day
Mhm.
prayership like every Sunday. So as soon as we were done, that happened.
I'm trying to get her to explain to me in a way that I can understand what she's giving me, because part of me is getting yes, and then the other part of me is getting no. So because I feel she's trying to tell me no, that she wouldn't have done that because it would have hurt him,
Mm-hmm.
but then she's also explaining to me that he had moved, or something had moved, where when she did knock it over, it wasn't supposed to have hit him, even if it
Oh, it
didn't.
didn't.
Yeah, even if it didn't hit him, she's kind of giving me like, if that's what it is. If so, yes, it was. But if she had known that he was going to be right in the line of it, she wouldn't have done that. But she was trying to get the attention of everybody. That makes sense. She didn't want to. She wouldn't have done it if it was going to hurt the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't supposed to be right in that line of whatever. Does that make sense?
Okay.
He had to have been moved a little bit. Was there anybody with him over there in the
I don't.
carrier?
There's like churchgoers or like temple goers or I don't know. Like I was,
Mm-hmm.
but he was sleeping. He was sound asleep.
Did the pot break?
Um, Water came out. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. She wasn't trying to get the baby's attention though.
Mm.
It would have been for you guys, the everybody else that was there for her. And then there is stuff though that she does for him when she's showing me specifically in the crib,
Oh, okay.
and I feel like she's wanting to pick him up, but she can't.
Mm.
She wants to comfort him and love on
What time
him.
of
Mm,
the day?
it's nighttime.
Like 1 a.m.
It's
3.
dark. Give me a second to figure that out. It's late, like 2, 3, something like that. Like everybody else is in bed too.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Mm.
Does he wake up in the middle of the night crying?
He sleeps more now.
Good.
Yeah, no.
Because she's basically saying that she's trying to make sure he's comfortable, and she watches over him while he sleeps, and she wants to comfort him. So that's why I was feeling like she had to have been giving him something from his crib. Like if it falls out of his mouth, it's he doesn't have a pacifier. Does he have a bottle in his bed? Anything?
Mm.
Okay. I just feel like she's showing me she gives him back something to comfort him. Does he have you said he has toys. Does he have them in the bed? Like
Yeah.
stuffed animals?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then that must be what she's giving back to him. It's like it's rolled away from him or something like that. She's giving it back to him to make sure he knows that, oh, you're comforted. I'm here. And he knows. Like, babies can see things that adults can't.
Yeah.
So he knows she's there. He knows that she's there. She's showing me that she, like, puts her, she doesn't have an arm, but basically touches him in his chest area
Mm.
to soothe him. Is he like 9 months old or something around that
He's
age?
6.5.
6.5. Okay. I'm not getting infant like newborn, so that's why I asked. What's with the? Hold on. She's been trying to get your attention, but you haven't noticed. She's like, it's been too subtle. I feel. Been too subtle. Did you hear a clank or a? Doesn't even sound like a bang, really. Sounds like a clank. Recently, that you can think of.
No.
It almost sounds like a shifting of a pot. And she mentioned kitchen. I wonder if that makes sense.
Mm.
Well, maybe pay attention for that or listen out for that, because it sounds like either um, was like the kitchen her place? Did she like the kitchen or something? Because she's focusing on the kitchen.
Oh, no.
Because she's showing me like as if you have a cup of, not necessarily a cup, but a container of spatulas or something that
Mhm.
you have utensils in, and like picking one up so it clanks, or shifting the pots so that makes a clanking noise. Something that clanks.
I pay attention to.
Yeah, maybe pay attention to the clanking. She is very much talking about lights in the bathroom.
Okay.
So maybe that as well. Let's see. Is your so the daughter, the middle child,
Mhm.
does she have a room by herself?
No, not by herself. With
No, with the older brother.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, does she play with dolls? I know that sounds silly because a lot of girls do.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the brother and the sister like go like, don't put your Barbies on my
Yes.
side? Yes.
All
Okay.
the time.
She's telling me that that they kind of fuss about the girly and the boy stuff to mix
Mhm.
together.
Yeah. They bicker all the time.
Do they? So they are too either they're too old now, or they've already kind of not embraced their abilities, but they've been able to see her as well, but not anymore. I don't feel that they know that she's there like they would have in the beginning. Um, did they ever say they could feel her?
Now that you say it, my older son, 6, says he saw her in the kitchen.
Oh, he did.
In a dream.
Oh, in a dream. Okay, but either way, she would have been visiting him in a dream. Was this very recent or right after
No,
she
that was
passed?
right after, maybe about a month
Okay,
ago, later.
so he must not be seeing her anymore, or she might not be coming to him in his dreams because she's stronger now and she can like do things and get your attention in other ways. But she's telling me she doesn't get to talk to them like she would have in the beginning when she first passed, because they don't notice her anymore or see her anymore. But the baby does.
Mm.
Baby still knows that she's there. Do you still have those two candles out?
Yeah.
Were they part of Christmas decorations?
Yeah.
And you
Actually, no.
kept them out
Yeah.
after, even though putting away the Christmas decorations?
Yeah, they were part of Christmas, and they were just part of like a temple thing, and I had to make her an altar. What did you say about her altar? That we had carved a space for her.
Do you have red flowers still?
I have like they're faux flowers, but they are nice flowers. Yeah, they're reddish.
Reddish. I'm gonna sit my leg. Because she's saying that, did she like red when she was alive?
Oh, I don't know.
Because she's
No.
saying she likes the red flowers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're multicolored.
Okay. She likes red. The red flowers. She liked the, what were they, fake poinsettias, or were they real? It doesn't really matter, but the red flowers that were there for Christmas.
Right now I have like silk peonies and the light pink and light white and a
Okay.
few fuchsia red.
Okay. So she likes it, but she wants more red,
Hmm.
I feel. Does that make sense? I don't know. If is red part of a temple or something that she would be mentioning red for?
No.
She really liked the red flowers.
Okay.
So you might could add a little more red flowers. Um, do you notice her messing with the candles as much?
Yeah. The day that I specifically requested her to only turn on two of them,
Mhm.
like if it's just one, you know.
Mhm.
And then the next day, that happened, and I didn't know that until my husband. The next day after that was like, oh, I'm like,
Mm.
well, when were you gonna tell me?
Yeah.
But yeah. So now I see both of them light up less and less and less and less
Mhm.
frequent.
Okay. Because she's giving you different signs.
Mhm.
As she's getting stronger, she's able to do other things. So it might not be obvious to you right now because there are things that they do that if you don't have those abilities opened, I guess you could say abilities, then you wouldn't notice certain things. So like if you're, mm,
Can she help me find my clear glasses that I've been looking for?
the clear
Somewhere in the
glasses.
house. Yes. So I mentioned somewhere.
Do you wear them outside of the house?
Yeah, they're my favorite glasses. I just bought them like 2 months ago.
Have you
Almost
checked
done.
underneath the seats in the car?
I have no clue where they are, honestly. So now it's down to this,
She's giving me like underneath, like they had
but
fallen underneath the seat of a car.
the last time it was at Red Lobster, we have a photo of that, but that was the very last time. I'm sure it's somewhere in the house. Um, would she be mad at me if because I've been donating her things for
Hmm.
ALS patients
Hmm.
that's going through the same thing.
Okay. Would she be mad at you if you donated this?
Yeah, or would she rather me keep it at her altar so it's
She says no, she doesn't need it.
okay?
You can donate it. She doesn't need this, so she's like, just you donate this. Somebody else can use it.
Mm-hmm.
So for them, really, they're just things. They're just things now for that they don't need. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times they don't really request that you keep things unless it's beneficial for you or helps you in some way. So like if you want to keep her glasses at the table, you can, something like that. But she's like, these kinds of things would just be in the way. That's what she says.
Mm-hmm.
That it just be in the way. Does that make sense? That's what she's saying.
What was it that she gave to my aunt, her sister? Her sister never, my aunt never gave them to me.
Did she have jewelry?
Yeah, she has jewelry, but I feel like my mom never like given anything to me. And like I said, I don't care.
Hmm.
But my aunt was supposed to give me something that she wrote.
I'm seeing like pretty stationary. It doesn't necessarily have to be that it was pretty stationary. Typically that represents like letters. But
Yeah, so there's letters from people that write their condolences, and I put it next to the altar.
you do. Okay, well that's good. Do any of them have flowers on them?
I'm sure there's cards with flowers. There's sympathetic cards. Yeah.
It's just showing me like flowery paper.
Is that something that she wrote, or somebody else wrote to her? Is there anything she was supposed to give it to me? Because none of it got back to me.
Let me see. Was she born here?
Mm.
I didn't. Yeah, I feel like she's giving me that there was something from where she was born, something from when she was younger, or something from where she lived in another country, right? Was she born in another country?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's given that she was leaving something for you that would have been sentimental from there.
So who should I ask for it?
Mm. It looks to me like some sort of dress, but like for a little girl.
Mm.
not for an adult. And it could be more than one thing. She could be have get left behind more than one thing, but I see um, like a pretty dress. Does it was a kimono maybe
Maybe, I don't know.
for your daughter? I mean, she's showing me that for sure. Let me see if there's anything else. Did she keep things from your childhood? Do you know of?
Keep things from me or
No, keep things that were in your childhood.
Yeah, I've been looking for a, like, when I was little, I would draw things and put it in a blue folder.
Cause
It's
she's
all these like hand drawn for mom, and I don't know what that is.
yeah,
I
she's
never asked.
mentioning that. But she didn't show me a blue folder. She's just showing me as if like they were things that she kept from your childhood. That she did show me papers
Does
too.
she know where it is? Cause I want to take that.
Um, I feel like she's showing me a chest, like a big.
Upstairs, downstairs. That house is a mess.
Hmm,
In a room.
upstairs. It's somewhere upstairs that she would have stored her things. So I know you said that she lived with several of her sisters, and I feel like they probably all share almost everything.
Mm.
But there's one particular space you may have to ask one of them, where did mom keep most of her stuff, and then let them bring you to that.
Mm.
It's like it's in a place where she stored her things, whether it's a closet or it's her room. It's upstairs.
Okay.
And I feel like she's showing me it's like a box, but not like a little box. It's like a box. And it could be a wooden box that the lid lifts up. I feel like it looks more like that. So whenever I say chest, I'm feeling like it sounds like a little
Mm.
treasure chest, but it's not. It's a big treasure or big chest that's got like a bunch of stuff in it. I really feel like she's mentioning the glasses are underneath the seat of a car, so you might want to check that. I mean, she's like circling
Okay.
back to it. So definitely check
she's
for that.
she's always great at that. I would ask her one thing, and then the next thing she'll remember it.
Yeah.
Like to always space.
That's funny. I can't figure out what I just smelled, but she gave me some smell. Kind of smell like a. Hold on, I'm still smelling it. It's like very subtle, and she keeps giving it and then taking it back away and giving it, taking it away. Did somebody in the house smoke?
Mm. We light incense.
That must be what it is. But it doesn't smell. It doesn't smell floral or anything. It smells more of like a earthy smell. Do you like earthy scented type of incense?
My babysitter gave me that. My babysitter also took care of my mom the
Okay.
last few months.
She keeps giving me whiffs of it. I can't tell if that's because I'm not getting it right or if she just keeps giving me the scent. It smells very earthy.
What is she showing you when it comes to where her room used to be?
I feel like when you go up the
Now
stairs,
it's.
it's on the left.
Oh no, not her actual house.
Oh, okay.
Our where
At
she
your
lived.
house.
Yes, because we turned that into something.
Yeah. Okay. Is that a sitting room? Do you have it turned into a room where people can sit and just relax?
It's a playroom.
Playroom.
Yeah.
Okay. She did give me something about playroom, but I was like, eh. Seems more like somewhere you would just sit. Are there like chairs or
There's one
couches?
chair.
One chair. Okay.
She used to sit in that room too.
Okay. Give me a second to make. I want her to give me more information about that. Do you ever go in there and like sit with the kids? Okay, because I feel like she's showing me the chair rocking.
That chair doesn't rock, it reclines. I don't think I have any rocking chairs.
It like moves. She's
Yeah, it
giving me.
reclines.
Okay.
Because if you sit back, it'll like move back.
That she's just giving me that it moves sometimes. The kids may or may not notice.
Oh, really?
But it's not big like, you know, boom, here's the chair moving. It's very subtle.
Hmm.
She's not quite strong enough to make a big deal, but she's kind of showing me that it moves a little bit.
Okay.
See if you can ask the kids if they notice that. Is the room carpeted?
Mm-mm.
Is there a rug?
No.
Okay, do you have rugs or carpets anywhere in your
Mm-hmm.
house? Did somebody just spill something?
Oh, they better not.
Well, I feel like there's something to do with carpet or a rug. Something where something is
Oh,
spilt on it or.
I've got kids, so it's an everyday thing.
Oh, okay. Are they at home right now?
No, they're at school.
You might notice it then soon. Like when you get home, like have the kids home tonight or something, and somebody spills something on the carpet, you'll be like, "Oh wow, she mentioned that in the session." Do you have questions for her?
Um, questions more so for my husband is like very stoic and well, at least he thinks he is, but he her death really affected him
I can. Yeah, she told me that earlier actually, because she's mentioning how she tries to get his attention a lot.
a lot.
A lot, yeah. Like while he's.
Other than the lights, is there anything?
Mm,
And he is not a believer, but a believer, and then not, and then he is. Is there anything that
I mean, the number one thing she's mentioned is the lights in the bathroom. So I don't know if he's noticed, if he's said anything. If he hasn't, make him aware of that.
what about any picture frames in the bookcase? Has she like plopped them down or anything?
Does it have a picture? Is it a picture of him in it?
No.
So she's saying yes, that anytime that there's anything that seems weird to you guys, it's her. Like any type of things falling over or lights flickering or um, clanks or bangs other than a house settling or something like that. Like it would be an obvious sound that was not like where would that have come from or why would that have happened. But specifically, I feel like she's giving me different things for each of you instead of just like overall, here I am. And she does do that too, but she's giving me the lights for him.
Mm-hmm.
The little baby can see her, so she's not trying to get his attention. She's just there. Then the chair kind of moving a little bit for the kids in their playroom. And then for you, what do you give her? She's been mentioning the kitchen again. I don't know if you spend a lot of time in the kitchen or what, but she's mentions things in the kitchen for you.
Okay.
Maybe put up a camera or something and see if, when you're not in the kitchen, you get a noise or something opens or something like that. But she's wanting me to make sure you know not to be afraid. Are you afraid of ghosts or something?
I mean, if it's her, then no.
She says don't be afraid, it's her. But I feel like she's telling me that because if you don't know, she'd be scared.
Could you ask her to have the smoke detector go off?
Let's see.
Something like that, loud and shrilling, but
Yeah.
then turn it off.
Immediately turn it back off. Yeah, I mean she's gonna do the best she can.
Yeah.
Even if it's not the
It's gotta be like something really out of
the way that she's basically giving me that it may not be the fire alarm thing, but she'll try her best to make something loud.
Okay.
Some sort of squealing type noise, whether it be. Do you have a carbon monoxide thing?
No.
Okay, what about
Like a smoke detector.
how about an alarm system?
Yeah, we have an alarm system. Simply Safe.
Just pay attention to those things. She may make a noise with those.
Can the dog see her?
Yes, the dogs can see her. Do they ever look around and seem like they're looking at nothing?
Oh, the dog? We have one.
Okay, what about the dog? Does he? She?
I mean, yeah, it's her, I guess.
She's even showing me that the dog will look up sometimes, and she's like, "I'm not up there. Why are you looking up there?" So she's confused why but there's nothing there. She's like, It's not like there's another spirit here. There's nothing there. The dog's looking up, and it's weird.
So, what day and what, like, time of the day should I really. Because she knows my schedule.
Mhm. She says every day.
How long every day should I expect her to, like.
She can't give a time. She's just like whenever. I'll do it when I can, anytime I get a chance. So basically meaning her strength. Like today, she probably won't because we're connecting with her and using our energy to, do this. So she probably won't do it today. She might not have the energy for it today. Just like maybe give her a couple of days at least.
Has she tried reaching out to some of the other ladies in dreams or anything?
Like the lady she lived with?
No, ladies that, like, helped her in her
Oh, I
past
see what
life.
you're saying. Okay. I feel like one to say thank you. Would that make sense?
For what?
Say just thank you for helping. Thank you for doing everything you do. Does that make sense?
Sure.
But only one. Does she mention? Have any of them mentioned to you that she's come to them? More than one of them?
No, just one.
Just one.
I'm just asking for, like, the piece of paper, or she supposedly wrote something for me that my aunt mentioned in it once that she was gonna give to me and she never did. What is in that piece of paper then if my aunt's not gonna give it to me?
I don't think she's not gonna give it to you. I think she forgot. Maybe mention it to her.
I mentioned it 3 times.
And she's still not giving it to you?
Yeah, she's a ninny brain. That's why I don't even. What did my mom write on there?
Honestly, it seems cliche, but it's just like a letter for you to show that she loves you and appreciates you. Was this written right before she passed?
Mhm.
It's just like a love note, basically.
How long is it?
I feel almost a full page. Maybe front and back. I'm not seeing like a stapled piece of paper together, so I'm not sure if it's more than one piece of paper, but I'm not seeing more than one.
Did she realize that she was going to pass away when this all happened, or did she
She was aware that it basically was time to write letters if she was going to. Does that make sense to you?
like a long time after? So I want to know how like well prepared she was, or she.
She was prepared.
Hmm.
She knew she was prepared. Somehow they know. Sometimes
Did she
somehow
want
they do.
to say everything that she wanted to say when she was prepared to me?
Yeah. She got to tell you she loves you and all of that.
Okay.
Since passing, however, she. Are you hard on yourself?
Oh yeah, everybody is.
Because she's telling you not to be so hard on yourself. I think she notices now more than she did before
Mm.
how hard you are on yourself. Especially with the kids. Are you hard on yourself with your kids?
I'm hard on the kids.
Okay. Okay. Maybe that's what she's meaning. Something with the kids and but no, she's also saying you're too hard on yourself.
Mm.
But pretty much from her human self, what she wanted to say to you before she passed, she said, this is extra that she's observed since she's passed. You're really hard on yourself and probably need to not do that so much.
Okay.
It's like from an outsider looking in, you're doing great. That makes sense? I don't know.
Mm.
Okay. And do you have other questions for her?
Um. mm, no. But does she want me to contact her again, or
Let's see.
where is she? Like, is there a difference in her in the 100-day mark versus before? Like, she's not lost, is she?
She's not lost. Mm-mm. She's not lost. She's where she's gonna be. She's where she's meant to be. She's not going anywhere else from here. She stays in that realm.
Okay.
But she does say keep the traditions. I've never had a spirit tell me that before.
Which is
Whatever traditions you guys had before. And I feel like it's mostly about passing. So she's not mentioning like keep Christmas traditions and all this other stuff. She's like the traditions that your culture does when somebody passes, she wants you to keep doing that.
mm, anything that she wants to say about my husband.
Does he have something with work?
Oh,
Did
he
he
works all the time.
did he just get a raise or a promotion?
He's his own boss.
Okay. When it comes to something with his work, I feel like she wants to say like congratulations or good job, something like that. So I don't know what he does as his own boss, but maybe he got a big sale or whatever it is that he does. What does he do for a living?
He's a private detective.
Okay. Did he just like
I don't know.
crack a case or something?
Oh, he cracks cases every day.
There must have been something, a big one or something, because she's saying congratulations or, good job, something like that. Like he deserves a pat on the back.
Hmm. Okay.
feel like there's more too for your husband. Is he not sleeping enough?
Mm-mm.
He needs more sleep.
That's what she said.
Don't know if that's possible or not, but she's like, he needs to sleep more. I also feel like he does need to, like she's giving me, he needs to, like, give you and the kids more attention or spend more time with you guys without work. Like, it's, um, neglectful seems like a very strong word, but for whatever reason, that's the only word I can put together for it. It's like he doesn't give you guys enough attention. Does that make sense?
I think he gives us a lot of attention
You do?
for what he's, doing with, yeah.
She says no. No,
Yeah.
she says that there needs to be more family time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like family time is important, especially to her, and she wants you guys to spend more time together. Family time. Do you eat dinner together at a table and all that?
No, we don't eat dinner together. No.
Okay. I think she wants something like that, is what she's talking about when she says family time. I'm not sure if it's even possible if you could eat together at a table because he probably works at that time, but she wants there to be more family time for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's definitely dotes about your husband. She's very proud of him and feels that he's exactly what you needed in a husband.
Okay.
What you wanted, what you needed, all of that. It's funny because I feel like instead of her being like, he's lucky to have you, she's in a like a jokey kind of way being like, you're lucky to have him. Yes, like
Okay.
he's supportive, he's like financially whatever, like he takes care of the family,
All
all
right.
that good stuff. I mean, just the usual things that spirits tell their loved ones, that she loves you, she's proud of you. Stop being hard on yourself. You're doing fine. You're doing a great job. And you know,
Does she
good
see
kids.
my other aunts who passed away?
Yes. Hmm. They're all together. Anybody that's passed away connected to her, and you know, you as a family are in the spirit realm with her.
Okay.
Hmm. They connect.
Okay. Well, tell her I love her, and then I will be watching out for her signs.
Yes.
I
And
think.
you can talk with her again if you want to.
Okay.
I'm not sure that there'll be really a whole lot more that she'll give other than just to answer some questions if you want.
But she's much stronger,
Much
so it's
stronger.
like
Yes.
she's not whispering like
Nope,
how
not whispering at all. She's not. She doesn't seem
talkative.
distant. She doesn't seem quiet and weak. She's as strong as any of the other spirits I normally connect with.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's good now. She'll be able to give signs a little bit better, but you have to pay attention. But also don't pay too much attention. I mean, sometimes that's what happens whenever I'm doing a mediumship. If I'm trying so hard to connect,
Mhm.
I'm basically closing myself off, and I'm not trying to. So
Okay.
that's something that people do by accident. Sometimes is they're trying so hard to see a sign, and then something else will happen, but you're focusing on getting a particular sign that you don't even notice the other thing that happened. Does that make
Mhm.
sense? So
Okay.
kind of just like live your life, and randomly you'll notice things.
Okay.
But if you focus, like say you're looking, oh, there's the fire alarm, it hasn't went off, but then there's a clank in the kitchen, you probably won't even notice that because you've been paying attention just to that light or the alarm. Does that make sense to you?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Do you want me to release her?
Sure. Tell her I love
She knows that. Okay. All right. I've released her.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Can we do a reading?
Like a tarot? What do you mean?
Like on me. It's 10:56.
Yeah.
What kind of readings do you do?
So for like psychic readings, that you mean for like health, or I mean not health, career, finances, or relationships? What kind of reading?
Basically, I mean, I
Like a
didn't know if it
general
was.
tarot reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my tarot cards. I could do a quick tarot if you want to.
Okay.
Okay. Let me give you these back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have somebody after me?
No, I don't. But I don't know what time. What time is it?
It's 10:56.
Okay. Should be. I should be okay. My daughter called from the school. And claiming she's got an upset stomach, but she doesn't. She's just trying to get home. She's trying to go home. Okay, let's see what we got here.